So would you please welcome my friends Lennon and Maisy Stella.
Hello.
Hello, how you doing?
Hi. We're so good.
Please make sure I can hear them. Hold on. All right, hold on.
Can you hear us?
I can hear you, yeah. Oh my gosh, you guys, it is so great to see you.
So good to see you.
Oh man, you got to see the video earlier? You didn't get to see it right now. Thank you guys for doing it, for making time. I know how busy you are, even in this time. I know how busy you guys are. How are you?
We're good. So yeah, it's like honestly, in a way, it's. I mean, obviously, this everything is so crazy right now, but being home and in one spot for a long period of time has been kind of nice. Like some consistency of waking up in the same bed every morning. Literally, for the last time that I feel like it's been like this for me was when we were filming. It was the only time when it was like very still, you know?
Like everybody else, we've been watching what you've been doing with your musical career. And, you know, we would try to show sometimes the intense pressure of going out and being an artist and being a solo artist, especially. And we would sometimes show the hard work. But I don't think we really, it's how would you get to half of it?
Totally.
That's what people don't see. And I'm not complaining here. And plus, I'm not doing what she's doing. She is on the launch pad right now on this rocket ride that is, I don't think people realize, not just Lennon, all these young new artists that you see starting off, it doesn't stop. I'm right, it doesn't stop because you have not just what you're doing, the artist side of it, but then you're doing social media. The other day, I mean, just yesterday, you released a brand new video that even during this, did you shoot that during the quarantine in your own house?
Yeah, it was. I mean, there was just, I wanted to have a video to go along with it. I feel like it's so important to have a visual element, and literally there was just no other way. So we're like, yeah, we'll shoot it in my living room. But I feel like it was fun.
It's gorgeous. It's what creativity can do, is you just take it down and you take it to another place. And also hilarious watching your mom, Marilyn's dragging her by her feet for a really cool shot. Like if you never showed that, she's dragging her on her, and they're in tears laughing because Maisy is, for me, that's my biggest takeaway with the two of you. I remember the work. I remember how hard you guys worked. I remember the emotional places you had to go. I remember you being kids working grown-up hours. I mean, they followed every rule and sent you home when they had to. Sure. But what I mean is, between that and the schooling, you guys worked hard. But what I remember the most is we laughed hard, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Fun.
That's forever.
We had so much fun.
Forever the biggest takeaway. Yeah. It was just like good times.
What are you up to right now, Mace?
I am finishing high school because I'm 16 and I gotta get it done. So I am, I'm just working on school, trying to do that because that's very important.
It is very important.
Yeah.
How's it working for you with the video school? Do you like it way more, way less, about the same, or what?
I was actually already doing online school, so during quarantine stuff, nothing's changed for me. Because I was already like enrolled in online school, so I haven't. Nothing's really changed for me. I've just continued like doing school.
But you like it better.
But I was going to an art school that I like loved so much that I'll be going back to next year. But for the rest of this year, I'll be doing online. So.
And I see that you're still posting gorgeous performances yourself.
And auditioning so much. Oh yeah. Auditions and stuff. Yeah. It's just it's like every day. Non-stop. Yeah.
Well, that's the beauty of now, is you can do it on video. You can send out the
just like on
self-tapes, right? Yeah. Does your mom read with you? Who reads with you?
Yeah, my mom. You do it with me sometimes. Yeah. It kind of just depends. Yeah. I have so much fun with it, though. I love it.
What do you guys? It's so strange. How old were you when the show began, Maze?
I was 8.
And Len?
I was 12.
And obviously you have specific memories. What to you were your first Nashville, the TV show memories? What are the first images or sensations of here we are in this town and off we go?
Running down the hallway. That definitely. I remember.
What hallway?
I remember the like audition process to be like really fun for me. I remember the like auditioning was just so exciting, and I just was so obsessed with like that. It was such a new thing for us, and it was just so fun. So I remember like auditioning, and
I don't really remember that much of filming, like for like at the very beginning.
Like,
so
the
so
car, the ride in the car.
In the sunroof. I remember we had to go up in the sunroof and they wanted us to dance. I remember that. Yeah, I feel like those are kind of my first memories. Is like the running down the hallway in the pilot.
Yeah.
And all that. Yeah.
I was looking for the moment you met me, but I mean, running down the hallway is cool too.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and of course.
No, honestly, like my most like when I was like, okay, cool, like now I'm really acting, was when I came to the door and I was like, I think you're my dad.
You were really acting. I remember that.
Like, I am an actor.
Someone just asked me that, like some of my favorite memories of the show, and I was like, I feel like that was a moment when I was like, wow, they're like trusting me with like storyline. Like I'm like just like a kid anymore. I was like, I'm an actor.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were.
I remember feeling that when we got told about the divorce in the show, and we were sitting on the chair and we were like having to cry, and I was like, and I remember that feeling like, oh my god, this is so fun. Like I just remember it was just so acting, it just felt so real, and it felt like there.
Well, I know as for us, as for myself and Connie and certainly Callie and all the writers, I know the cool thing is you give you a little bit more as you go, and everything they gave you, you just nailed it. It was so fun being there, being that close with you, and watching you just listen and respond in the moment. You guys went some emotional places. I remember a few scenes in Deacon's house with you, Len, where you were in the bathroom and I'm waiting outside the door and you're just in tears and we just were yelling at each other, or the one where we went furniture shopping or something like that.
Yeah,
and then
later, I love that.
I also I really loved, they did some backstory on Deacon and Daphne, where like Deacon was just there ready to get on one of the private planes. I'm just walking by and we didn't even have that much, but I said, hey, Daphne. He said, hey, Deacon, you came over, gave me a big hug. And that was just the beginning for us. We got a lot of time later while she was off in the world. Well, Maddie was off in the world. I was driving you to school, taking care of you. And of course, we spent a lot of time eating breakfast.
Yes, literally every scene. So much breakfast was consumed during filming, like every day.
And the biggest breakfast of all, of course, for Maisy was we were at it's not even there anymore. Nashville in Midtown.
Are you telling the French toast?
Yeah, we had a scene where we're supposed to be eating. She's eating French toast. I'm just eating a piece of toast or some eggs. And I've been doing this a while, so I'm barely taking bites or pretending to. She just lights into this French toast because she was a hungry kid. And I'm like, Maisy, you got to slow down. We got to do like 30, 40 takes. And she's like, it's okay. I love French toast. But
so sick. I felt so sick. Oh my god, I literally can't eat French toast. I'm not kidding. I have like trauma from that. I'm like, I can never eat French toast again, ever. Yeah. Well, listen, but never did that again. So
we won't. Well, we will go out to breakfast. We'll go out to the other Nashville and we'll get something else. But honestly, my face hurts just from smiling so much. I hope you guys know how much I love you, how much everybody out there loves you. They feel like they watched you grow up. And because they did, and I want to tell everybody, I'm going to look into that camera and say, you can't believe the sweetness of these girls. They've been through so much. They worked so hard. And they're both just top-notch artists. I can't wait to see the lucky person that gets Miss Maisy Stella in a role that is just her next role. Is going to be unbelievable. And watching Lennon on this launch pad, everything she does is so real, so personal. I don't know. Part of me wonders what it's like growing up on the show about being a performer. Do you feel like you got to stand on stages so much that you got more comfortable than any kid your age could be? We would stand on stages for 14 hours.
Totally. Yeah. I mean, it's so different. It prepared me in like a completely different way. I feel like, honestly, what I took most from all that stuff is like how to like have a solid work ethic and like professional. You know, like that's even more what I took about like all that, like when it was that, like, you know, being an artist on the show and performing and being on stage is just that work ethic and like just professionalism. I feel like that's not really the case in music industry. It's way more lax and way more like you can be late, you can show up however you want. But on the show, it's like
it's very true.
It's just like it's a completely different life.
We got a good sense of structure and like.
Coming from that, I feel like that's the biggest thing I took from it. I like learned how to be, I'm like,
we're never late
right now.
We're never late ever.
Well, you guys, you know how I feel about you. I feel like your surrogate dad. Every victory you guys ever had, we're just beaming over in this house. You know my kids, Taylor, Chase, and Addie, and love you, and Patty loves you. We just want to send all our love. Thank you so much for doing that song and for being on this with me. Everybody clap and love. Throw some cyber love and let
Love you all so
This will be up, and I'm going to post that video all over so you guys share it. And I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Love you so much.
Love you. Come on now. Man, oh man, oh man. That's amazing. Now it is all good. I was just pretending it was all good a little bit earlier. Should I do that song again? But first, before I do, I don't know what else to say about them, except I hope you're following Lennon. I hope you've checked out her new single, her new video, everything. Just get in on this because she is fantastic. This is tricky. This is difficult for any artist. It's about to launch right now, and all this happens. So, man, support music as much as you can. Hey, go get Lennon's new song on Spotify. All right. And then tonight when you're listening to it, just put it on repeat. And if you're falling asleep, turn the volume down and just let it run all night.